Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm looking forward to today's hearing, but before I begin my comments, I want to acknowledge the loss that we have seen in Alaska. Just last Friday, we lost the Congressman for all Alaska, a congressman who'd been serving for 49 years in the 49th state. He had a passion for the people of Alaska, but most notably, the Alaska Native peoples. He was proud to be the chairman of the subcommittee on Indigenous Peoples of the United States, and his legacy in focusing on matters that were important and timely for Native peoples around our country is something that we will continue to pay tribute and recognize his contributions, but I wanted to introduce that at the top of the committee here. So, today we are considering 6 bills, as you have noted. 3 of these bills deal with tribal land use and water rights. One would extend full recognition to state-recognized tribe in Alabama. Another would clarify authorities to issue grants under the Native Act. All of these measures, of course, are important, but in the interest of time today, I'll limit my comments to the bill that I am co-leading with Senator Smith, and this is the Tribal Health Data Improvement Act of 2021, S. 1397. What we intend to do with this legislation is to amend the Public Health Service Act to ensure that Indian tribes, tribal organizations, and tribal epidemiology centers have parity access to public health data and surveillance programs guaranteed them as tribal public health authorities under federal existing law. During the height of the pandemic, the 12 tribal epidemiology centers in the country, which includes Alaska Native Tribal Health Consortium, faced some very real challenges in accessing health information about American Indians and Alaska Natives. And in some cases, TECs were outright denied access to life-saving data that the CDC routinely made available to other public health authorities, including state health departments. Access to epidemiology data is vital for TECs to provide accurate and timely public health information, including recommendations to the Native communities they serve. Just a couple weeks ago, the GAO issued a report confirming this public health data access problem. They made 5 recommendations, including that HHS clarify the data it will make available to TECs as required by existing federal law, and that the CDC and IHS develop guidance on how TECs should request data and develop agency procedures on responding to these requests. Our bill would, in effect, implement these GAO recommendations. So, looking forward to hearing the testimony from HHS on this bill. Would hope that my colleagues on the committee will be there to support this measure as we work it through. I think we recognize that we'd like to get this done so that there are no needless delays in accessing important health data. So again, I too join you in thanking all of the witnesses in being here before the committee today, and look forward to their testimony and the questioning from colleagues. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.